signs you are not getting enough sunlight. I thought this would be a good video because I think a lot of people are still underrating honestly, the power of proper sunlight exposure. I'm not talking about sitting near a window. I'm talking about unfiltered sunlight exposure to your eyes, on your skin. One of the first signs that I know someone's not getting proper sunlight exposure is they're not sleeping well. Insomnia is directly linked to your circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm basically is a time-released clock where it regulates and releases different hormones, critical hormones, including master hormone, insulin, leptin, but also cortisol, serotonin, melatonin, human growth hormone. These are all really important hormones pertaining to your sleep-wake cycle. It literally is your sleep-wake cycle. So if you are waking up between 2 and 4 a.m. and have dysregulated cortisol, guess what? Cortisol is a circadian hormone. If you just struggle to fall asleep, you're not sleepy, guess what? Melatonin is a circadian hormone. If you wake up and you're dreading getting out of bed and you don't have energy, that is related to cortisol. Cortisol is what wakes us up and makes us feel ready to face the day. So that's cortisol dysregulation. If you want to improve your sleep and your energy during the day, get some sunlight exposure. Tip off number 2 that someone's not getting enough sunlight, low mood. Serotonin, which is our happy hormone, that is a circadian hormone. But also, if you're not sleeping well, your mood's not going to be good. You may have heard of seasonal depressive disorder. This is when, people who live in cloudy places and are not getting enough sunlight are depressed because of it, because their vitamin D is low, and vitamin D is critical for mood. Vitamin D is also critical for your teeth health, your enamel, your immune system. So if you're getting sick, if you get ill frequently, if you feel like you're the one that always gets sick, check your vitamin D, check your sunlight exposure. Joint pain is another sign of low vitamin D, so potentially low vitamin D via low light exposure. We need to be in the sunlight to get adequate vitamin D. A lot of people are, I think, low vitamin D. Another sign would be fatigue. That can be directly from low vitamin D. Weakness, hair loss. Typically when someone's losing their hair, my number one thought is thyroid. I have a video on thyroid if you want to troubleshoot that. You're not eating enough protein, you cut the carbs too quick, you're not eating enough fat, your body's in starvation mode, blah, blah, blah. Right now I'm talking about sunlight, and hair loss can be a symptom of low vitamin D. And so go outside and get some sunlight. It is so therapeutic. Back in the day, hospitals used to have sun rooms where people would go and lay in the sun. They would bring their patients literally on a deck and lay them in their beds in the sunlight. We are being lied to. They lied to us about our food. They're lying to us about sun. That's why they're wanting us to wear sunscreen to literally block all of those receptors in our skin so that we can get proper sunlight. Also, to manufacture vitamin D, we also need cholesterol. And so if you're eating low fat, sunlight isn't just going to do the trick. It's a combination of sunlight and cholesterol, which we get from saturated animal fats. So when you eat your fatty lamb chops or your fatty ribeye steak with butter on the side, go sit outside in the sunlight. You are doing yourself probably thousands of different favors within your body. If you struggle with mood, immunity, or sleep, try getting more sunlight. Ideally, for my clients, I recommend you get sunlight first thing in the morning. This is going to really help with leptin and insulin sensitivity, but then also UVB light, which is between like 10 and 2, but it could stretch all the way to 4, depending on where you're at. And they have different apps that you can use for free where you can see what the UVB window is where you're at whatever time of year. So that can be helpful. But if you're outside between 10 and 2, you're getting some UVB, even if it's cloudy. But that UVB is directly what helps with vitamin D production. So I think that's all I wanted to share here. It's really just encouragement to go outside and get in the sun. If you struggle with any of these things, maybe your immune system's not functioning properly. Maybe it's not a vitamin C deficiency. Maybe it's that you're inside all the time and you're not getting nature's free medicine, vitamin D, not vitamin C. Even if your source of joint pain isn't directly low vitamin D or not enough sunlight, I would bet big money that very intentional UVB light exposure would bring down your pain, because I know that infrared is anti-inflammatory. You can't lose. Just get out into the sun.